So here in this video we shall see a practice question wherein which helps us to demonstrate how a log can be used in the case of Python questions. The first question is write a statement to display the name, designation, salary columns from the employee data frame. So this is the data frame that we are going to consider. Inside this, what's the first question? We have to display name, designation and salary. So name, designation, salary denotes our columns. So continuously it comes, right? Name, designation, salary. So either I can, if I'm using log, I can either apply slicing, or without slicing also we can perform. Okay, that means without log, and how can we use without log and with log we can help. I'll help you to solve this question. So first question is like I have to display name, designations, and how can you attack this question with the help of log? See, if I'm using log, we know that first all the rows has to be displayed, so colon has to be put, comma, then after that name, designation, salary, all these things continuously it is being asked. So I can apply slicing, and we know that for slicing, if I am mentioning name, colon, salary, what happens, since I am using log, all the values will be considered. So that means start and end value will be taken into consideration for displaying. So name and salary both will be get displayed. So here in this case, name, salary, designation comes and taken, and one care has to be taken. We never put square bracket here. We never put square bracket here. That's the one thing that you have to take care. Then another way, since it is column, another way also I'll explain here. Whenever we have to display column, we can display without the use of log to. How can I use? Data frame of column name you can do. Without using log also you can display the column. So if I have to display only name, what can I use? Data frame of name. If more than one column I have to display, what should be done? Extra care has to be taken. Without log also I have good. I have to display name and designation. What happens? Name, comma, designation I can put. Name, comma, designation I can put. But extra care should be done. Extra enclosing should be done. That means 2 square brackets would be there if you having more than one column that has to be displayed. So this has to be taken care. That's the reason why here you can see 2 columns, 2 square brackets has been opened, since we have displaying more than one columns, and here you cannot see log. So without log and log, both answer will go. Now second question is write a statement to display name and salary columns from the above. This is the one I have explained before. So with log, how can you give? Every row has to be displayed. Now column they have selectively given, so name, comma, salary you can give. So since it is being selection, you have to put square bracket here. Or how can you use without log? Directly data frame of double square bracket. Inside that you can mention the columns. Now next question is print a statement to display bonus column. So a single column is being asked, then employee of bonus. Without log you can use, so single bracket is only required. Next is write a statement to display all the information from employee ID E102 to E104, E102 to E104. I means these continuously I need to display. 2 they have mentioned, so continuously I have to display from E102 to E104. So both has to be included to in display they have mentioned. So how can you use log? Definitely you can use. In the row part, what you can do? Row part you can give out like E102 colon E104, both will get included. Since I am using log, I am not going for ilog here. So E102 colon E104, and only one square bracket is required. Comma, colon also works. That means log square bracket, the mentioning regarding the E102 to E102, comma, colon. Since all the column has to be displayed, this also will work. Sorry, this extra bracket is not required since I am using slicing. Okay, you can either specify column, without specifying column also work, because column is an optional one. Now write a statement to display all information of employee ID E102 and E105. So here it's and I want E102 and E105. So it's like selection. So now I cannot use slicing. So E102 comma E105. So what you have to do, I have to use log, and 2 square brackets are required. 2 square brackets are required that you have to taken care of. Now next is write a statement to display the employee's name, designation, salary for those having employee IDs E101 and E103. Similar kind of question, but I have to display the columns as well as rows they have specified. So for displaying out the rows, I have E102 comma, and this has to be put inside this square bracket, comma, name till salary I want, so I can go for slicing. So this square bracket is not required for slicing, so this way it can be written. Now write a statement to display employee's name and bonus for those having the employee IDs E101 and E103. Here also selection, so 2 square brackets are required, comma, name and bonus. So here to name and bonus, so I'm selecting out, but since it is selection, we need a square bracket to represent the column. So this much part represents the row and this much part represents our column. Then next question is write a statement to display the salary of Darpan. So that's how salary of Darpan. So what is the salary of Darpan? 3,500. So how will you write this one? Here also you can make use of log. Darpan, what is the row? E103. So that's the reason why E103 being written here. After that, what happens? Salary has to be mentioned. So I have put salary here. Or another way that you can put out without log, how can you do? Without log, I have to put out like E103. Row is E103 and salary column both will unite, and you will give out merge, and you will get the answer as 3,000. So without log, I can mention the row and column. But if you are not using log, you are trying to write row and column out like this, means that special care has to be taken. First one you will be mentioning, it would be column, second one only becomes row. Okay, so first one will be a column and second one only becomes your row. That has to be taken, or this error will come if you are working on the Python ideally. But here you can, so that special care has to be taken. First one that you are mentioning without log, if you are doing, first one should be column and next only row comes in. Okay, thank you.